Welcome back to Cornwall Park for our fifth and final game, fourth on the live stream today between Northland and Coastline in the Dean Bell Cup match. This is the under-18s competition today, and our previous game was between both these sides in the 16 Sean Johnson Shield match, and it's an exciting game to watch, and Coastline prevailed in the end with a big hefty scoreline, 34 points to 10 it was over Northland. And Richie, are you excited for this game? And the previous game was one to watch, wasn't it?
It certainly was, and again, two sides, Coastline in the competition, you know, from the Bay of Plenty and Whakatane, so good to have them back in the side, and I'm sure they'll show us what sort of form they've got. Northland have been extraordinary, actually, through this tournament. They've shown that the gap is certainly closing by defeats from Auckland Red and Waikato and Auckland White, but the margins have been really tight. So it's a good result there for both these sides.
Yes, it is, and it'll be interesting to see how they go today. And here's the 18s North lineup. George at fullback, he's one to watch, along with Kelly and Cooper in the halves, and Rico Brown is a good one. But then my number 13, my pick from their last game they played against Waikato, Jared Cook, he is one to watch. Special talent, really gets involved, goes 100% every game. He does the 1%ers right, and that's what you want from a player. And that'll get you far in life when rugby league. If you do those 1%ers right, your game can kick on from there. And Coastlines, they've got a good lineup too. Jay Williams at the back. Again, Keegan Ray, Callum Ward. Callum Ward was strong in their last game. They had Brody Chang, he was off the bench the other week, but Tipene Thompson, he's and again the 13s, those two today are going to be crucial for both their sides, just trying to guide them around. Tipene Thompson, a good runner of the ball, but he's also got that quality ball play too. And again, the results don't suggest that these two teams in previous games are far away from competing with the likes of Auckland, but they're still somewhat behind on the 8 ball, but the gap is closing ever so slightly though.
Yeah, certainly, and I guess when we saw the last game, just those simple 1%ers and the discipline in the ruck, and then you've got execution, just the simple passing and getting the ball in front of players is vitally important. Spacing is another one, but yeah, it's quite a simple game when you do it right. I'm sure we'll see today that there'll be two desperate sides trying to post a win throughout this tournament.
Yes, they will, and again, down to what you said about spacing, I think that's a problem with a few of the teams actually, across even with the Auckland sides. It's really conjointed around the ruck in some periods of the game, and other periods they're quite flat when they need to be deep, and then they're deep when they need to be flat.
It's really awareness, isn't it? You know that if you spread you spread the field wider, then you'll have your markers spreading out, so it gives your other players a chance to really poke through the hole, and the gap widens a little bit, so it's amazing what they can do.
Yes, it is, and we see the boys head out now, and Northland wearing the nice yellow-coloured top, and it's a nice one to look. It's pleasing on the eye, the top, and again, Coastlines, they've got the same one there, and the retro Warriors vibes to it. We'll see what they're like, and a lot of these boys sporting interesting hairstyles as well. That must be the times nowadays with these young under 18 and under 16-year-olds really.
Yeah, pretty much expression, isn't it?
Yeah.
Individuality, and like a sizable team, isn't it, too?
They do have some big bodies there on both sides, and there's a couple to watch that are playing on the bench this week for Coastline. One, Kele Lasaka, he was electric from dummy half. He started the other week. This week it's Brody Chung starting in there. I think, again, we say a lot about bench players, and if your bench doesn't really provide that spark and help you get that momentum back in the game, then you do struggle. But it'll be interesting to see what these benches can provide for both their sides.
Yeah, vitally important. The bench is such a great make-up when you come on and you add some value, between some punch and some energy, and take it to a whole new level. Haven't seen that for a while, have you? Old nails.
I think I saw earlier one of the boys in one of the games cutting their nails before the game, so they must have had some long ones there.
It's in there for a long while. Good old grassroots footy.
You see Northland and Coastline getting ready to decide who's kicking off, and checking the nails again, referee Kesha. Mouth guards out, nails out, boys. Just going through it all, and I don't think there's too much of a breeze now since there wasn't the last game.
It's certainly settled down, and if you look at Northland, they've only played 3 games as well. They just got defeated by Auckland Red last week, 24-18. Coastline lost to Auckland Blue 18-10 last week, so the margins are close, isn't they? And they're willing to give more and push themselves.
Yeah, and it's good to see it. And that Auckland Red side are no slouches either. They're leading the pool for this Dean Bell Cup, so they've done well to only come away with a 6-point loss. And they were in the game for quite a while too with Northland when they played them, and just sort of fell away at the end there. And see which way they're going to kick off and which way they're running. I think they'll run the same way, but it's just interesting to see who kicks off as the sun starts to shine a little bit more in the late afternoon as everything's kicking off. And now 2 o'clock, we've got the all sport going. We've got the league on down here. Super Rugby all around the ground. Super Rugby Opiki, the under-20s. The boys will be on later. The Warriors are on tomorrow.
Oh,
Black Caps are at Eden Park tonight. Everything's going on this weekend.
Good array of footy. Coaches today, Northland, Henry Wiki, and Coastline is Johnny Kelly.
Is Northland going to run right to left? Again, number 13 there you see on screen, just at the front, Jared Cook. He is one to watch, really full of energy, likes to get it going. You'll know it's him when he's got that luscious blonde mullet running in the wind and it's streaming out the back.
Well, I'm doing the blonde mullet day as well, so that happens in August, so I have to blonde it out around August, raise funds for mental health and wellbeing. I'm not a mullet person. I do not like it, but if it's for a good cause, you do anything, right?
Yeah. I was thinking about doing mine this year, doing a mullet and a mo for Movember as well.
There you go.
See if some of the others in the others in the office join, or else I'll be the lone stallion as Coastline look to get us underway here. And they kick off, and it's a nice kick off there, up in the air with backspin on it. Taking them nicely though, and going real wide in the big body there. That's Mama there. He's a big, strong lad. Look at the size of him. He's got big thighs, big upper body, and again, it's a good run there, backed up by his front row partner, that's Edmonds. Again, a little bit of a passive line there for Coastline. They want to try and get up early defensively as Northland back on the halfway already. 3 tackles in. Really deep to this right-hand side. Bit of an unforced drop, and it's called backwards, so it's a decent result there from Coastline. Northland win their half and push back 10. And here he goes again, the big man. It's Mama.
Big Mama.
Big Mama taking that run. He's on there. And the ball is going up. It's a bit of a hook. And again, both the fullbacks. This is Wairua J. Williams this time. Taking that one. And both the fullbacks for Coastline sporting the headgear. You don't see too many players wearing headgear now. And we see nice little run, good fend there, got the arm free, and again I think second phase again in this game will be crucial for both sides as we saw Coastline just offload the living heck out of the ball in the last game, and it really tired the Northland boys out, and I think there'll be the same game plan again. Look at the big bodies of Northland here, try and tire them out, get some on the back foot. So you see Thompson taking that run, big tip in there, Thompson there. Swing it to the left-hand side. They look decent, guys, and a little half break there. There was Petero taking that run. And it's last tackle here.
Little mistake there. A big one too. Not being able to get to the kick. He heard the players shouting at him. Release the ball. Often get a good chance here to fire back.
Just a lack of communication on that fifth and last tackle there. And so you want your halves to be screaming for the ball to say, yeah, let me put one up with this. When that's starting to pick up a little bit more now, as we see. There goes Leighton George off the back fence, the fullback, sporting a little bit of a mohawk with a red peak on top. And again, they're dropping it. Little one clip around the top there, but Marquette takes that run and he's done well, and they're going again. Here's Cook, he's got a one runner with him and he's still got more. It's Jared Cook. Stopped by his opposite Tippity Thompson. They're deep to this right hand side. See it, flatline ball there. think that call might have been for offside against the Coastline's players. And really trying to get up, but again, we talk about depth in the previous game, and it looks like this Northland 18 side really trying to get that depth going early so they can engage more defenders in the line and really bring one forwards, put people in two lines, and that's what you want to do to start the game. So they go right-hand side here. It's through Barlow.
Well, this is where Mama just needs to get the ball in hand and run direct.
Look at doing that. I think they're about to tap for, or they're going to tap it and go the other way. That's Tainar Christie taking that run. Christie carrying himself up and over.
They've just got to give it to him now. You know, roll the sleeves up and just. He's just not going to stop him.
He's too wide and he's looking for it. I reckon give him a full head of steam and it'll be like Logan Dudley all over again. They go as Cook and they bypass Mama there. They swing it, big dummy, and an offload. It's well held on the shoulder there. That was Manaya Fatu taking that handle there. Really getting into it there. Slow on that side, and they drop Cook under, hit a straight runner. That's Marke there. You can hear the calls at the front door. They're seeing what's going on. It's Cook. He brings it back at the angle. Cook, does he? Shooting out the line, dropping Mama under on a dummy cut, and I think it's all quite sideways. There's not really any direct running at the minute, and I think we see a crossfield kick, and it's not a bad one. It's taken wonderfully, and we have our opening try of the game. That is the try scorer, Tiatiro Mainare. With that try, Northland take the lead.
Yeah, it wasn't quite the flashiest set of six there, was it? And it was good to see the ball fly across the field to three-quarter kick, and it was just weighted nicely. He got up there nicely. It was probably a penalty try anyway if he dropped the ball, tackled in the air. But again, they sort of grabbed the ball and they run sideways. I wish that the halves would run direct at the line a bit more instead of crossing it and turning players under. But a nice result.
Yes, it was a good result there.
Mighty North.
For the Mighty North, they take the lead. It's 4 points to 0. And again, like you said, not too many crossfield kicks in the last game, but that one was bang on the money, right on that try line. Got the contest in. The winger came in early, and we'll see how they respond after points here, Northland. That's going to be the crucial one. Saw a few in the last game. They score and then they drop it, and you really want to make sure you're completing, and those sets are really getting down there.
Yeah, they had some nice structure too. I thought Northland did. They had some good spacing and some structure in their play.
Leighton George is lining up the kick. Toughish kick from the sideline here. See if he can give it a bit of JT hook, and he's given it a little too much hook, and he's pulled it to the left there. But Northland, they lead 4 points to 0 off the back of this try, and it's a good little kick there. Good eyes up play to see the winger come in, and you've got that space on the outside, and kick was on the money, and I think that's going to be the way to do it if they're going to get points and really test the wingers. And I don't think the wingers were tested that much in the last game. The crossfield kicks will be on the money here.
Yeah, Albie Kelly, I think he just put it right on the money there. Great little cross kick. Fifth kick options are so vitally important. Can change a game.
We'll see how Coastline respond defensively here. They'll won't be too fussed going behind 4 points, and they'll still just only a try margin. It's a nice kick off there. It's dropped to that number 8. That's Edmonds. Edmonds taking that run nicely, and he's matched by an opposite number. You see the real contrast in size difference between both the sides. This Northland forward pack is big, they're mobile, they're going to go, but then Coastline, they have the smaller sort of front rowers that might be a little more agile on their feet, able to track a bit more defensively and really last longer than what these big boys can for Northland. So it'll be interesting to see how they go later in the first half and the second. Again, they sprung it down this right-hand side, and it's a little underplay, and that's your situation there, Richie, where you're wanting them to just go a bit more deeper into the line and try and engage some numbers. There's Mama taking that run, a little bit of a stumble, a stutter, and he's brought down. It's good tackle there from Otarangi Thompson. This one goes up, and it's up to the heavens, going to come down with snow on it. And it's knocked back, and it's claimed by Jay Williams. And it's good chase, though, from Northland off that kick, and it's a good set after points.
Yeah, like George in there trying to spoil it, making it hard for the fullback to take. You just need some numbers around hands just to destroy a little bit of the easy access to the ball.
As you see Kele Lasaka on here, that 14 roll. It's Brody Chung in dummy half there, looking to find his man. He's going to feed it out to Callum Ward. Up the back door, a little bit of numbers here on this left-hand side. The wheels are down, they're going. He's just stepped out there. Momentum was taking him forwards, but not a bad little shape play there. Really looking to be expensive early, Coastlines, and put Northland on the back foot.
Oh, you love it when you're an outside back. Your inside part, your 6 and 7, just giving the ball. And it gives you the opportunity to show what you've got. And he toyed with the sideline. I thought he was getting close, but again, good on him for taking it on. Wasn't far off getting away.
As Northland feed the scrum right on the halfway line. They're set up deep to the left-hand side, and they hit a flat runner, and he was almost through a hole. Was Latanoa Make there. If he held that, fingertips in it, he would have been half a chance to make a break there. One hanging on for dear life off the back. But for Coastline, again, scrum is back on halfway, and you're in prime position to get an attacking kick up at the end of the set. See what Callum Ward can offer here, the halfback for Coastline. He and Keegan Ray really need to direct their side around the park, and Ray's had a few touches already to get early. And speaking of Ray, here he is there. It's Jay Williams. Jay Williams with a bobble off to his man. It's Petero bobbling it up, left, right. He's got to quick play the ball in. It's good work though from George at marker there. He's done well to stop that play. Again, there's Thompson. Thompson with an offload. Whoa, good hands. Did well to reel that in above his head there. Chung to Jay Williams. That's a nice pass off to Olo Petero. And he's gone into the changing rooms for a quick break, and he's come back out now, and it's locked up 4 apiece, and it's a good response there from Coastline.
Dan, I think they like this left-hand side, don't they? There's plenty of striking weapons out there. Look at this in and away, and he just had the speed to draw the centre in, and it gives Olo Petero the chance to use his speed too to get on the outside. Nice drawn in and out pass.
Yes, that's good little work from Jay Williams there, and again, I think it'll be crucial to see what both these fullbacks can do. Leighton George and Wairoa Jay Williams. We saw Jackson Williams in the last game for the 16s really have his fingertips all over the game. He was left, right, everywhere in the middle, taking carries, trying to try assist, and difficult kick here. He's right deep to the sideline, almost 30 back, and so Keegan Ray will be taking this kick here. Doesn't need a rusher here, he's just going to take his time. Heaps of time left in the game, and it's been an even start to the game. No one really getting a good grasp on it. A couple errors in the middle of the field, and one try off a kick and then a try off a nice little second phase play. And second phase is going to be crucial for Coastlines if they really want to tie the big bodies out like we've said before. Raise attempt, and it's going to pull just short under the bar. Didn't have the legs. Direction was on though, so it's locked up 4 apiece after that try from Coastline. See on the replay here, we'll watch again. You got 1, 2, 3/4 marker, one getting back slowly, a jagged line. It's done well to go in and out and get the offload away.
There is no better thing for a fullback to come outside in and away. It's so hard to defend. And then you have the second player on the edge wondering if he can get him or not, draws him in, turns his body, and you're gone, you're away. So you've got the option to slice through or pass.
George gets us back underway with a shallowish kickoff, and it's going to bounce nicely though for Ward. See a big run there, left one his way, that's the 50, that's Kupita. See an early shift and an outside ball and an offload back in. The ball's still live, it's still good. Coastline's really shifting earlier, seen a couple of those.
Positive play.
Left and right, and here goes Ward, and he's found Thompson. Thompson with the big dummy. It's bounced off 1, 2, and he's got a nice offload away again. And here's Kupita going again. He's still going as the big fella. 2 strong runs in the set from Kupita. This is Callum Ward. He drops it just an easy settler for Thompson. Oh, and again an offload from Thompson. That's what he can do. Taking that one. Ward goes deep into the line. He steps and it's an easy try. Callum Ward with some fleet footwork at the line. And it's a big rangy half as Ward. He's got size about him, broad across the shoulders. And we watch again here. Just beautiful work from Callum Ward.
And again, they're in 6s and 7s. He played off the back end of a really good run. And it was just timely that a half took it on him to go at the line and scour around the defensive line, tiring forwards. It's a great opportunity.
He looks to convert his own try as Callum Ward, and it's an 8-4 lead now. Just under 20 minutes left in our first half here for our last kickoff of the day. This Dean Bell Cup match between the men of the mighty Northland and Coastline here. Ward just stabs it over and adds the extras, and it's now 10-4. Again, they've gone back-to-back here of Coastlines after conceding the first try, and Northland aren't at 6s and 7s yet defensively, but you've got those 3 out the back there, quarter the ruck, and just a one-on-one miss. Again, passive line speed, and it's going to be crucial there. And they're taking their time back. You can see a few jogging in, a few walking, and
just got to move up. You saw there tonight, Christie, just holding off instead of moving up, pushing in the line forward. Passive line, defensive line is never good.
Again, it's a high kickoff in the breeze there, and boy, he's plucked it. And they're expensive early to the man who's had 2 runs in the last set. Fauma Kupita there taking that run. He's been busy coming off the bench. Again, it's a nice little play there, just going nice and direct at the line. Again, he's Jay Williams. He feeds one out. It's reeled in and it's taken out.
Good tackle there from Harlan Cooper on the left. He's hanging there as the half. He shapes up. Good decision there. He could have easily gone in, but he just held. Big decision there.
It's Rico Brown at dummy half. He's in there weaving around too, and it's called held. That's Kelly James Allen on the field now for Northland. The bench players getting involved here for both sides, and Brown goes off again. He's met by Kupita, but he's won a side of penalty. Again, just a little bit of ill-discipline. It's silly. You can't get back the 10. Really want to make sure you don't give away cheap penalties like that, and we've seen a few already today.
Territory's an issue there for Northland. They need to get some ball. They need to play some footy in the opposition half.
Northland have prime field position here to get an attacking kick up into play and try and level up the scores here, and it'll be interesting to see what they can do. As you see, good contact there over the top, really trying to make a statement defensively. As we see, that's Richie Allen on the field now. He gets ever so close to the line, Richie Allen. They swing it left. Big dummy there from Cooper. They'll be looking for Jared Cook on this play. And speaking of Jared Cook, here he goes. He's weaving around to play the ball. And a penalty there.
He's holding down, Ruck. Just there. That was enough.
You see the big man weave and cross, and I think he's gone over the top and scored. That's Kelly James Allen there off the bench, and I think the bench has really shown that they're providing some spark for both these sides, getting some go forward going and getting front, but it's just a one-on-one miss, and too big, too strong there close to the line. You're going to struggle to stop him there.
The mullet comes through. It always comes through. Direct run, it was good. Good to see. And again, the defensive line was quite passive again, eh? They seem to hold off, wait for the attackers to come at them instead of meeting them.
See our man, he gets a nice water. He's deserved that try. He's provided a couple good punches up the middle there.
Good timing.
Just over 20 minutes left in the second half as we see Albie Kelly taking this kick at goal here. 10 points to 8. Northland have now scored to just creep into the deficit a little bit. They'll want to convert this kick to lock the scores up 10 apiece, and it'll be an exciting last 15 if they can do that. As Kelly strikes it just wide. It's now 10 points to 8, just under 15 minutes left. And watch, we see that big man one-on-one stop. Goes straight in there. And that's a luscious mow on the top lip there, a really thick one. All these boys rocking some good styles today. We're going retro with it, with the mullets and the moustaches.
The moonlight.
You see Jay Williams to get us underway again here. Oh, they went for the short. And he's pinged them for being in front of the kicker. That's just ill discipline there from the boys. It's not the best one. The short kickoff idea is a good one.
Love the idea. Love the idea.
Execution wasn't the best.
It wasn't. You don't want your winger onside.
No, and he wasn't even going to be near the play as well. That's a bit of a coach killer, that one.
Oh,
as the ball's bounced and gone out eventually, and it's all a bit pear-shaped there for everyone. We see Northland get us underway again here. It's a good run there. He's done a few of those good runs. There's Lucas Barlow really tucking the ball in the arm, taking a nice settler as we see a big strong run off the back fence. And that's Kairahi Johnston there. Go again as Cooper, he fires it out, and they're going nice and deep into the line and direct to Northland. It's a bit of a roll on in this set. And as I say that, they have coughed the ball up, and Coastline look to counter-attack here. All they got to do is hold it and play it safe.
Well, I've got to say that first two carries, Kairahi Johnson, Richie Allen, seriously, they were just brilliant carries, direct, with purpose. It was just good to see.
And an error on the play, the ball there, a mistake. I don't think he got his foot to the ball, and not what Coastline wanted there, really giving the field position back to Northland. As Captain Jay Williams getting a talking to here. I think that one might have been for back chat again as we see Leighton George take this one. He's going to find touch here. He's already quite close to the line. The tap and go might have been an easier option. They don't have to field the ball back out on the number 2 ground. And Northland will set up here, really looking to try and go back to back with their tries. As they go again, here goes Barlow, who's taking another run. I think Johnston and Allen. They go again, fired out to Cooper. He spins a Harbour Bridge ball. They got the numbers to burn. And he passes in. I think the early ball was on for a try there. And it's gone begging and gone over the shoulders. There's one defender. And here goes Kelly, James Allen there. And he's still going. It's James Allen. He's saying held up. Good honesty there from the young lad. He's not trying to be a fibber like we get in the NRL where boys aren't even close to the line and they claim it. Just wants to get on with the game. They're going to go right down the side. Oh, good footwork at the line there. That's Allen, Richie Allen this time. Ever so close to the line was Richie Allen. Great footwork. Extravagant dummy there, and Coastline really trying to push up off the line defensively here.
Good option.
Kicks it on the last as Cooper. It's claimed by Leighton George. And he scored the try as Leighton George. What a claim that was in the air. The kick was on the money too from Harlan Cooper.
What a smart play. What a smart play. They shaped to go left. You saw them sweeping around the back to play on their left edge channel. He turned around and kicked it to an open space where they were limited in terms of defenders. What a great take.
George has done well there to pluck that one out of the air, but the kick, again, we've seen they've scored from 2 crossfield kicks. We didn't see that at all in the last game, and Harlan Cooper, he's got both the try assists for those ones, and his kicking game's on the money. He's got it nice and deep at the end goal, giving his player a chance to get up and contest that ball as Leighton George, and he came down with the goods there. They've gone back to back of Northland, just over 9 minutes 30 left in that first half, and interesting to see how this last 9 minutes goes, because Coastlines are on the rope a little bit here.
They're on the rope. There's certainly momentum, and as you said rightly, the 15, 16, and 17 have really added some energy around the field, particularly in that middle third. That nice little step from Richie Allen.
Yep, it's
causing all sorts.
It's been that good 3-punch off the bench, and like we said at the start, the bench will be the ones that really spark the boys into life when they need it. And again, I think if your last name has Allen in it, you're going to make a good few meters off every run. George lines up the kick here. It's not a bad strike from George. Oh, he's just gone to the right of the sticks there. It's a 12-10 lead for Northland. They've gone back to back with their tries, and you see again, watch this take from Leighton George. He's over the shoulder as well. That's such a hard take to do, running full steam.
Was that Albie Kelly that kicked that, or Harlan Cooper? That was pretty. That was a decent kick.
He likes that one, does Leighton George. He's looking at the camera.
Easy try celebration.
It's important to see how Coastline respond here after conceding the last 2 tries. They really want to aim up a bit defensively here, try and force the air out of Northland, because they need to get some ball back in their hands. They're struggling a little bit here to just slow down that ruck speed with the punch from Johnston, Allen, and Allen. And speaking of Allen, oh, good contact there on Johnston. And all the boys are fired up there.
That's
a good run there, and that's Allen going. Richie Allen all the way. Offloads to George, the try scorer. He's got it off to James Allen. Again, it's Allen, George Allen.
Allen.
And just like that, meters galore here to start the set for Northland, all down to some hard running at second phase. Here goes Rico Brown. Scheming out a dummy half. Ward does well to wrap him up there, though. Gone out wide, it's a cutout ball. There's George, he fires another cutout, and got to play to the whistle, boys. Coastline will get the ball back there, and see that barnstorming run from Richie Allen along with the offload too.
It's amazing how it can change a game, the energy levels. Something like that, a great run, a try, and it just lifts to another whole level. That was quite a stark difference from what we saw in this whole game, where they've just lifted up another level.
Yeah, they've gone up the gears now. Northland really putting the screws on them, and it's been that three-man bench punch off there, getting it right going for them. It's Jay Williams just fires an easy one out, and it's gone wide. That's Lesaka there. And here goes Jay Williams taking that run. He's going again. That's Brody Chung getting that. He's earned a side of penalty. Oh, it's been against Coastline for back chat.
Very experienced ref. You don't want to be talking about on the fly too. You had the ball, you had the momentum. Could be the game changer.
It could be, and didn't find touch, and that's an interesting one there. Don't know what the kick was, and a nice little offload there. I think that's Gideon Lesaka there. There goes Tiffany Thompson taking the run. As Thompson, he's met with strong defence. Rico Brown in amongst the tacklers along with Richie Allen. Callum Ward, he just pops it off. That's Kupita there, leaves one in his way, and he's still going. And we might have lost it there. And there's Kelly Lesaka. Bit of momentum here for Coastline in this set, getting a little nice bit of go forward here. Ward puts one up, and it's an early kick too. He's chasing his own kick. Oh, and it's taken a drop by George, and Coastline have an extra set here. Good field position. They'll go back for it. There's no advantage, says referee Keisha.
It's a tough take when your chest on the ball, coming on to the ball. Just bounces off your chest.
I think that stung him too a little bit. Leighton George is trying to suck in the big ones there. Yeah, the chat from the boys, they're really trying to just organise things up as we see one down for Northland. We'll try and spot the number on him. I think it might be, yeah. That's an Noah Marcus. Go to this left-hand side as Lasake fires a ball out wide. It's good hands to reel it in. Falling into the tackle though is the winger. That's Misitasi. And again, the 17, that's Draver there taking that run. Good little scoop from dummy half, and again they go from dummy half. He's held up. It's good defence there from Northland. Not buying anything through the middle. They'd rather have the tries be scored out on the wing for Coastline. Not going to let anything fight them through their middle. And just like that, it all capitulates on a good chance to put an attacking kick at the end of the set. Just a sloppy one from dummy half, and poor Keegan Ray couldn't reel that one in.
They were starting to build too. Northland, the time to settle back into what has been a pretty fine 12 minutes, and a little knock on from the ruck. The scrum welcomes them back. Let's have a look at this. Oh, just the old number 13 with the foot getting stuck there. Allen.
Coastlines have again another good opportunity to make amends for the previous error. As they go off that, it's Gideon Lesaka. He's looking for Draver there. Driven back though by Richie Allen, I believe that is. He's really getting into it as Allen. And they go wide, and it's good hands. And as he dropped it, as he got it down, that's the question here. There's celebrations and a bit of afters going on too, and the try is given. And that's Missy Tussie with the try, and it's now 14 points to 12 in favour of Coastline here. Just good little hands out there, and Pizzero fires it on. Oh, we can't.
Oh, that looks like a drop ball from that angle. But Northland, they were drawn in. Their defence was so tight on that right side. They had about 4 or 5 defenders in a little pocket. They had 2 defenders out wide. So many options there on the left. They got away with the try, but it looked like they dropped it. Good scrambling defence coming across.
So it was good scramble there from Northland. They'll be hard done by there, and this is a tough kick here from Callum Ward. He's dabbed his last one over from right in front, but he's going to have to put his boot through this one to knock it over from the sideline. It's a clean strike, but it's away to the left there from Callum Ward. Only a 2-point game, anyone's game at the minute here.
Here we go, so you can see the numbers drawn in the left here. Trying to get it across, and it was just tough for Jackson Valance to hold off, to just wait for his inside defenders to come across. He had to make a decision, and he had to go.
Northland would take their time, and there's the hooter for half time. It is 14 points to 12. Coastline's over Northland. In a close first half. We'll be back for the second half with you shortly.
Stream Shop are experts in live video content creation, connecting communities by sharing the magic moments as they happen. All sorts of sports delivered on any platform, to anyone, anywhere in the world. We deliver cost-effective, high-quality production that really changes the game. It's the next best thing to being there live. Shoot it, stream it, share it with the Stream Shop. Proud supporters of the ARL.
The Fijian Cup, supporting grassroots Fiji. With international teams flying in to go up against the best club teams in Fiji. Over 50,000 in prizes for each sport. The Fijian Cup is placing a spotlight on untapped talent. A tournament like no other. The Fijian Cup, supporting grassroots Fiji. With international teams flying in to go up against the best club teams in Fiji. Over 50,000 in prizes for each sport. The Fijian Cup is placing a spotlight on untapped talent. A tournament like no other.
Welcome back to the second half of our Dean Bell Cup match between Northland and Coastlines. It's a tight, really gritty affair. 14 points to 12. Coastline lead at half-time. And as you see some of the replays of the tries here, and our first try assist goes to Harlem Cooper. Previous game, Northland didn't kick too many into the corners, and we see our first try goes up there. And there was Menade scoring that one. And there was a good response though from Coastline here. They came back with a try of their own. It's Jay Williams getting right into the line, and he pops one up and away, and there we go. It's over there for Petero. And then Coastline went bang bang with 2 tries. Ward went deep into the line. Good show and go, and a little footwork here on George. Sends him one way, goes the other. See you later, son. And then Northland didn't die wondering. Here we see a good crash play there from one of the 3 for Northland, who have really provided spark off the bench. Kelly James Allen. And again, Leighton George on the end of one of the kicks, and it was a great take over the shoulder. Absolute screamer of a catch, and he got the ball down too. And just at the end here, Coastline fired one out to the left-hand side. It was well taken by Petero, and he got it into Tussi, who looked like he got it down. Arguments of a fumble at the end there, Richie, but the try was given nonetheless.
It was, and that's points on the board as we see it. A very intriguing first half, followed by three tries in the midfield of their first half by Coastline. And you thought it was pulling away from Northland, but they've come back with a couple of tries, and it's a very even affair for this game.
Yes, it is, and I think that wind's just starting to pick up too, so look to see the halves of both sides really putting their ball up in the air, testing the opposition back 3, and it's going to be key if they can really force the error out of the back 3 and get some momentum, repeat sets down the ends, and try and get a bit of a roll on. I think Northland won't be too disappointed conceding just on half-time. They had most of their momentum in the back end of the first half, but they were hard done by with that one in the corner. We'll see how they can respond to that with the first set. As they look to get us underway, Leighton George will be the man kicking off here. Coastline first opportunity for attack in the second half. 14 points to 12, 35 minutes left in today's play. We'll be back here next week with a big one with the finals going on. And it'll be interesting to see who's finished where on the table. I think it'll be Auckland Black and Auckland Red in the Dean Bell Cup match. Auckland Black just got up the end, 38 points to 34 to book themselves a final with Red as George gets us underway here. It's a bit of a spiraling kickoff, and oh, it almost ended up horrible there. And that's Rico Kelly taking that run there. Thompson with that run, he had the arm free for the offload. I think second phase is crucial for both sides here, really trying to tire and get bodies turned around and really putting the pressure on them there. Coastlines in the previous game did that well. They had the Northland boys on the ropes, offloads left, right, centre. See Tiffany Thompson again, that's a good carry there, but strong defence too from Richie Allen involved in that tackle along with Lucas Barlow. I think that was touched there, it's a crucial little touch. It's an alright start there from Coastlines in the first set of the game, but Northland have done well defensively. They'll be in prime territory here in attacking position for a good kick. You see the run taken there. Spraying out to this left-hand side. It's a little bit of a one-out hit up there for William Smith, who's come onto the field now. So all the bench players being used there for Northland. They go wide, and here he is, Mama taking that run, and he's a big man to stop. Wait till he gets a head of steam. He's going to burst onto one. That's Edmonds with that, drops it off, and they're going left. Oh, they're going right, apologies. Bringing it in. LB Kelly taking that run. Thompson over the top. Cooper just dribbles that one in. Not a bad kick, not a bad set there from Northland. Can they drive men behind the ball and get a repeat set? They can't, but they do end up in good prime position defensively to start their set. Coastline's under some pressure here. And As I say that, they give away a cheap penalty and piggyback meters for Coastline. Not how Northland wanted to have that set go.
Everywhere you see the defence is Richie Allen. You know, whether it's a covering defence or he's in a tackle, finishing it off, doing all those little 1%ers right. But his effort levels are really high.
He must have been given the clear instructions of just get involved and get busy and just play your game, don't overplay your hand. He's done it well so far. A few carries off the back fence, you see a drop ball at the back. Picked up by Lasaka, and he's worn some contact there. Mama in that tackle. Along with Leonardo there, one of the try scorers for Northland. Flirting with the sideline, and he's flicked it miraculously back over the shoulder. Again, but a second phase. Still going down the left-hand touchline. Oh, it's a good run there.
Speedy.
Ward over calls there, and he's gone, and they've spotted a little bit of a knock on there, and Ward isn't too happy with that one. See what their call was there. I think there might have been a little hand from someone before Callum Ward just reeled that ball in.
What's the interchange of play? Right side, isn't it? Speedsters coming in. Pop ball. Saka.
Oh, big don't argue from Richie Allen. He's made a break and he's got a bit of footwork to match it and an offload too. There's Nico Brown. He's got that one as Brown. They spotted a knock on there though. And that tackle, and Nico Brown, unfortunate to just drop that ball there, but see to play the ball here and watch this run from Richie Allen. Boy, oh boy. See you later, son. He's got a bit of wheels and a bit of footwork too, and tackle around the legs from Jay Williams does well to keep it off the ground, and then it's unfortunate at the end here.
Oh, handle the ball there.
Brown just bobbles it in. Coastline's breathed a sigh of relief. They didn't want to be the first to concede, and again this speedy right edge and a bit of a coat hanger. It is called at the end there.
Oh, Lasaka. He's had some good times on that right edge. Very evasive. He's got tons of pace.
It's interesting because he's been playing hooker in their previous game, but they've got him on the wing now, and might be one of those little versatile players that can just fill in the gaps wherever and doesn't say no to jumping on. At least he's on the field getting involved, and he's really getting involved now. See a good hit there and a good carry too. Finds himself a dummy half now. That's Draver there taking that dummy half pass. Thompson wanting the offload. He doesn't get it away though. So go down the right-hand side, not really much going for Callum Ward, but he's going to fire it back into the forwards and tipping it Thompson. Good work from Nico Brown, a chase from Marco though, putting that pressure on here. As they spin it, here's Keegan. He's dropped one under as Keegan Ray, and that's Jay Williams taking that. Apologies, not Jay Williams, that's Otarangi Thompson. Matched by Kaya Matthews there, and the offload, and here we go. It's tipped out, cleaned up by Northlanders. Gonna go back for the knock on off Coastline, no advantage played, but almost got it there, and it's a good little hand there from Lucas Barlow to just knock it free and get his side to breathe a sigh of relief. They're on the pump a little bit there.
Yeah, they need some ball. Northland desperate to get the ball back in hand. And a timely one at that.
It's all been Coastline with the territory and position so far to start the second half, and just need some points on the board and they'll be happy with that. Just a little delay here in the scrum, and
I would say a fair sum of the 7 minutes has been for Coastline. A little bit of a breather now would be handy. You want to set that up real quick and get going if you're Coastline.
yes, they were. They're just waiting for a front rower, and there was Donaldson there. Fit that scrum in. That's It's a good little run there from Tainar Christie. Going again, it's backed up, and outside back's going to look for a little bit of work here as we see Jack Valance looking for that run. Oh, and a bit of a second effort over the top there. Still discipline there from Coastline. Another little piggyback for Northland and a let off too.
Easy yards back in. You want to make sure you kick this out.
You can hear the wind swirling now on the effects mic, and it's really picked up a bit here.
Just made it out. Good distance.
I think the aerial service will be coming for both sides here on the fifth and final tackles, or even, I think early kicks, we haven't seen enough of those, really getting your side forwards, having a good kick chase off an early kick and backing your defence to really force the error. And that's what we'll see here is where there's a penalty in there. They've gone wide. Oh, through 1-2 and a bit of a strip. See what the call is for.
He even had a hand on. Yep. He had his hand on him. Very, yep. Well reffed.
As Mama takes the run off the back fence, the big fella. He's got 1, 2, 3 stopping him, and he's driven back by Jay Williams and co. They shoot down that side. Brown pops one up, and it's stripped out again. But he's called a knock on, and it's good defence there from Coastline. Looked like a little bit of a roll on with a big 2 punch there.
Well, firstly, to get Mama back, he drove forward about 5 metres, and he got pushed back another 5. Slowed the play the ball completely. Time to reset. So yeah, good effort there.
Manaya Fatu was a sitting duck for 1, 2, 3. They were coming out in there, and they did well to force the ball out. Good Coastline. And almost 10 minutes gone in the second half, and no one's really taken a good firm grip hold of this game. It's anyone's at the minute here. It's Thompson with that run. I think this is where they want the outside backs for Coastlines, just to come in and get a little bit of work going. They're really, the big boys are looking a little tired defensively here. They've had a little bit to do in the last few minutes. That's Rico Kelly taking that run the wing, getting him for some work. Yeah, good run there from Aotearangi Thompson. Set up deep to the right hand side. Here goes Ward, he's chiming in. Jay Williams on the inside ball. He's spun and almost got it out there. Here goes Ward. A little bit of a jink. Ward is running, and he's got a kick up his Callum Ward. Safely taken though by Jack Valance, and he's got a bit of room to work in, but he's met with strong defence there from Misi Tassi. Oh, a bit of a kick out there. It's an interesting one there, and the boys aren't taking too kindly to that. Oh, I think bit of a leg lift, a hand on the head, and it's a silly one to give away there from Coastline. A little bit of ill discipline there. Stern talking to there, Misi Tassi, getting the warning. And the captain, Te Aotearangi Thompson there involved as well. Northland will breathe a little bit of sigh of relief there. Coastline's had them under pressure a little bit in their own end, and again, speaking to both players, just saying, hey boys, we got to keep it cool. No one lose their head, still plenty of time. As As Leighton George looks to find touch. Just short of the 20 there for Northland and their touch finder. He's waiting for the ball here, and it's done a runner up the hill, and they've got it back in now. Looks like it's Tainar Christie there taking that run. Backed up by his back rower Lucas Barlow, who's had a strong first half, strong start to the second half too, getting involved defensively and with ball in hand. As again, the offload, it's bounced around, and what's the call going to be here? Touched by Coastline at the call, and we'll see on the replay here.
Oh, yes.
Yes, it was touched by, I think that was Judah Draver, and then it bounced into Mama and bounced off back into the hands of the Coastline boys. So you got scrum, middle of the field, halfway. Territory's been quite even to start this second half for both sides, Richie.
A lot of downtime, clearly with the stoppages, so they're fresh.
As
Nice
Cook
that
makes
way.
a little half break there and an offload, and oh, just the patience needed to take the tackle and not force anything there. But Kelly Lasaka did what to reel it in, and Harlem Cooper there working hard defensively. He's a big body of a half as Harlem Cooper. Look at the size of the young man. Again, there's Richie Allen involved again. He's been involved in almost everything today. It's Richie Allen. There's Tiffany Thompson. We're looking for Keegan Ray here, and he's got... They don't really know what's going on here, and it's a bit of a good one there for Northland. They're able to combat defensively. Nothing too much thrown at them there. You see a little chip. Callum Ward attacked by Leighton George. Leighton George is still going. He's stopped partially, and he's back just to the 40 there. Good work from Leighton George. Good kick return too. And there's Mama, big man off the back fence. Stopped by 1, 2, 3. Backed up, here we go, Richie Allen, the big man. Oh, he's looking for that offload as Richie Allen. We go down this right-hand side again, fire one out to Leighton George. He's got a bit of space to work into, does George. He's wrapped up though by Brody Chung there. The 9 is back on the field for Coastline. They need a little bit more direction around that ruck there. I think they're lacking that a bit. And Mama, big man, hard to stop. And he gets his try. He's that close to the line, that big, that strong. You're not going to stop him in a hurry.
Well, we were waiting for that to happen at some point. He had to put his hand up at some point and just say, give me the ball. I don't want any inside passes. Just give me the ball 10 metres out of the line, and I'll go over. I'll just punish them with my size and strength.
And he did there. It's a big Sinamuni Mama there. He's just too big, too strong to stop that close to the line. And again, Richie Allen with the try assist on that one. He's been involved in everything again.
Yeah, he's been dominant. Absolutely energy rich, that Richie Allen, number 16. He lifts the tempo of the game substantially when he's around that ball.
We see the conversion being lined up here. Let's see who it was in that. 18 minutes, 40 seconds left in our second half here. 16 points to 14. Northland strike back after Coastline scored at the end of that first half.
Desperate for their first win.
Yes, they'll want that first win on the board, and it's always good when you have a win. I think boost a bit of confidence going into the next campaign or later in the year when they've got rep tournaments on up in Northland. As we see a nice strike, but it's just away to the left there. It's still only a 2-point margin. It's been back and forth in the scoreline. No one's really grasped a hold of it.
It's been a tight contest right throughout this whole game.
This is the big man Mama. Coastline's really taking their time to get back to halfway now. I think it's around that mark in that first half area where some teams get a little bit gassed and others get a roll on. It'll be crucial for Coastlines if they can just maintain their composure and energy too. Really sapped out on that Mama try. He's too big, too strong, close to the line. As Wairua J. Williams will get us underway again. Goes line, it's a nice kick off. It's out on the full.
Wow, that's huge. That could be significant.
They might just give Northland a bit more momentum now. They've got the roll on there. Last to score the try. They've got the penalty there, back on halfway.
Decent kick.
Back underway there, and there's the last try scorer, Mama taking that run. They go again, Richie Allen. Oh, look at him, he's just everywhere. You can't stop him from touching the ball or being involved in some sort of play. As they go wide, and there's Albie Kelly with that one. He's still going as Kelly. Bouncing off 1-2, and he's wrapped up around the legs. He stopped finally. Go again to Northland down this left-hand side as Cooper goes wide, and it's out to Smith, but they've won themselves a penalty here of Northland. And that one might have been for offside there on the right side defence of Coastline. They're going again. Here's the Gordon Tallis treatment, dragged a bit. Again, I think pressure on with the forearm is the call there. And again, here's the bench punch. They've brought them back on. That's Kairahi Johnston taking that run. And oh, there's the other man with the luscious mullet. And Kelly James Allen. But here's Richie Allen. And he gets so close again. He's everywhere. That'll be Kelly. Big dummy over there. Almost got past Ward, but Ward gives him a big ragdoll around there. They go right, Leighton George. Got a penalty there. Oh, incorrect play. The ball is the call. No use of the foot. We'll see on the replay here.
Wow.
It's a good spot. He did spot it well. Ward, it's a good touch finder there.
Such a big play, isn't it? It's such a simple thing. And you get penalised for it. In a right attacking space.
And it looked like Leighton George was about to crash over as well on that play. And
you had your firepower off the bench, you're ready to roll.
Big runners, Coastline!
they go again. Here's Chunk from dummy half.
Super there!
Oh, Tarangi Thompson there taking that right. Good little scoop there from Brody Chung. Good run there from Chung. He's still going. They're looking for support. That's Jay Williams taking that one. It's gone backwards. It's cleaned up nicely there, and all good hands too. That's Draven there with that run, and he's looking to pop the offload, and I don't think it was necessary as Cook goes down the left-hand side. And again, backed up Leighton George. George still going, is he? Oh, and he's giving him the rag goal again. Cook again, a dummy half now. Just for Brown for that tackle. And there goes Rico Brown back into dummy half. And a Harbour Bridge offload there.
D up, Brody! Pick him up! Stay away, Brody!
It's good work there from Brody Chung. A little bit of spark out of dummy half and defensively there.
Bang him, bang him!
There's Albie Kelly, Albie Kelly! He's going to carry himself over. No, he's not. Just short of the line there. And again, Cooper, sling ball.
Oh, did it go back with?
The right idea. This wasn't executed right, but he was certainly open there on that right edge. Screaming for the ball. Look at that. He had open space here at Cornwall Park.
Jack Valens could see the try line there. He just wanted that ball to stay in the hands. Would have got a try. Again, Coastlines, they breathe a sigh of relief there. Northland all the territory in the last 5 minutes or so, really dominating that ball.
Run it!
As we see Jay Williams going.
Hold it!
Again, they're looking for runners. There's no one really putting their hand up at the minute, but that's a good run there from the number 10, Donaldson.
Run it, Callum!
They go Jay Williams again, a little 1-2. It's better Brody Chung directing everyone around the park, and they get a flat ball. Good hands there from Ward. He wanted one to drop under there. Just the frustration there of the boys, not really knowing what's going on. It's quite lethargic and slow. No one really putting their hand up. A lot of one out at the minute. So Aotearangi Thompson taking that run. It's last year. Ward's got to put a boot up, and he drops one on the inside. Williams to Ward. Ward's got it back. Ward fires one out. Still going, and they do respond, Coastline, with a lovely play for Olo Petero again.
What a big difference. You've got Ward coming onto the ball, looking for options instead of waiting for options. And that was quite a stark difference from what we saw before, when he was shaping to show the ball and waiting for something to happen instead of him taking the line on.
It was interesting to see on that play when Jay Williams got that inside ball. You didn't really see enough men cover back in to plug that hole in the ruck there, and the space really opened up for him when he went back in and found Ward on the return ball.
Big play. And again, that just shows just the fine. Jay Williams, that little offload back in. Sharp play.
And again in this topsy-turvy game, Coastline lead again, and it's a 2-point buffer. Callum Ward will take this kick. I think he caught one after he passed it on the last one. They need this. It's a big kick here. Just over 10 minutes to go in the second half.
Wood's coming across. I assume it's coming across right to left. It's got to be kicking to the right side of that post.
Yeah, they've hooked the last few to the left-hand side, so... We've got word that there might be either a sin bin or a send-off here for Jack Valens. It is. I think Ward was down on his haunches as he gets that kick to go, and I think after Ward passed it to Olo Petero, he copped one after he hit. May or may not be a sin bin. We're not too sure on that. We'll find out for you. So you see again, Jay Williams watch Ward receive this ball, and there's Valens there.
Oh, yeah, he had his head down.
Oh, there's a bit of push and shove, and then...
It's really hard because when you engage in attack, when you got your head down, it looks bad, but you get it that it's a fraction of a second.
Yeah, they don't
There's
have
no malice in it. It was just one of those things in the game.
Split second and everything. Minimal reaction times. You see a shallow kickoff, and no.
16.
Not what you wanted to do after scoring points. Turn the ball over.
In prime position. Wow.
And again in the seesawing match.
Moment.
The scores may be locked again, and we'll find out.
How the game can turn. 8 minutes. A lot of time in this game.
Let's see if they can score the man in the bin as well. And I think the scrum broke early there. There goes Jared Cook taking that run. He's got it away. It's Johnston with that run. And here's Richie Allen again. He deserves a try, does Richie Allen. He's worked so hard off the ball, on the ball. That energy spark for this Northland side as Kelly goes left. Cook Cook back at the angle. Squashed in that tackle there. They go again. Kelly with a loopy ball, and just not the right pass there. I don't think the Harbour Bridge ball was on. They could have just popped it through the hands. It was a 2-on-1. Just the recognition there, not the way Northland wanted to respond to that after getting prime real estate there off a freebie from Coastline dropping from the kickoff. It's a good little run there from Lesaka.
Very good play.
It's Jay Williams again, instrumental. He has been. There you go, and here we haven't seen too much of Fauma Kupita in the second half. He was really strong off the bench for Coastline in the first, provided that spark as Thompson still going, weaving, wrapped up by Allen, and Allen, it's the tandem tackle of the Allen boys. They're going deep into the line. It's a floating ball still going.
It's the icing kick. This is the important part. 6 and 7 to take ownership here.
It's a nice kick though from Ward. It's regained, it's offloaded, it's still play on, and it's ducking, weaving. We're going to get some hot potato footy, but it's been intercepted. And a bit of a high shot there, but good read there from Tainar Christie. Apologies, that was William Smith who read that one. And a little bit of a fumble there, and it's a freebie for Coastline. Again, Northland just struggling to hold on to the ball.
Unforced errors, and you can see just landing on the ball, popping out. Big play. Just under 6 minutes to go. Pressure's on.
And they want to hold out here in Northland so they can give themselves a chance to equalise and then possibly take the lead. If Coastline score here, we're looking at an 8-point deficit. That could be all she wrote for today, and they'll claim the win. Thompson goes down the blind off the back of the scrum, stepping is Tippine Thompson, and an offload again. There's Draver there. Good work from Draver, he's taking it nicely, and Cook flying out, and there's Lasaka still going. He needs support with him, and he's found it. Oh, the big front row throws a cutout ball and a half. And boy, oh boy. Expansive from the front row there, but nice play from Coastline nonetheless to keep that ball alive. Thought for all money he was going to get through there, and just the shirt pull and the jersey cover. Here we go. He thinks he's a halfback, but he's not a halfback, unfortunately.
Interesting. 4 minutes to go. You're playing that way. It's inviting the side back in. It's inviting Northland to take this opportunity.
As they look to burn on the outside. And it's poor work from Northland trying to be expansive on the first. And all of Potato's done well there to just keep the momentum going and push him out.
Yeah, heartbreaking. Coach killer.
And again, Coastline are given the opportunity to put this game to bed, and I think they just need to play simple here. They don't need to overplay their hand, and no loopy long passes for an intercept. Just play nice and direct. Look to get a repeat set if you can't score. Ward is going to spring it to the left-hand side, and it's Rico Kelly in there. I don't know if he's playing fullback now with Jay Williams on the wing. And we see one go over and score. That's Missy Tassi again. He's got that one, and it's an 8-point buffer now. And that could be all she wrote with little time left. And watch him move Olo Potato out. Scoots him dummy half, a bit of a step, and he goes over the top. And he gets it down in the end.
Well, that looks like it sealed the match. Tussie getting the second try. The little kick he had before turns the disappointment into a try-sealing game for Tassie.
And that's a good response there from Coastline. They didn't really need to force that pass in the previous set they had down there, but they had patience in this one. Forced Northland to go into touch off the back of that scrum when they were trying to be expansive, and they've got a nice little buffer here, and Callum Ward can make it a 10-point game. 2 minutes 33 left in the second half, and could be all she wrote after this kick, but we've seen stranger things happen.
Well, we haven't seen a player kick from this angle yet. Hopefully we've got inside.
Ward has pushed that one to the right this time. He knocked it over last time, but an 8-point buffer is one that Coastline want, and they'll need that. Just under 2 minutes left in the second half here. Northland really slow to get back now.
Tries. Very entertaining game.
Yes, it has. It's been back and forth for a long bit, but then Coastlines have gone with that little double punch to really extend the lead in their favour, and it's really slow from Northland now. As George gets us underway here, that didn't try the short one. They got it down to Coastline, so they want to force the error, and a big bump off there from Kupitsa there. And oh, he does want to reel that in, but it's strong from Northland though, 3 in the tackle. Looking for the offloader, Coastline. Still trying to play expensive footy with less than a minute left here. There goes Thompson again, and Ward, good hands from Ward, a little show and go. Ward has made a break. Whacked up by George though there. There goes Jay Williams chiming in. He's still going as Jay Williams. A bit of a fence in the face. Jay Williams. Jay Williams finds one, reeled in by Pizzero. There goes Aotearangi Thompson. He's looking for runners with him. He doesn't have any, so he's going to go himself. Met by strong defence from Northland though. And again, they're looking. Brody Chung at dummy half. Here goes Ward. He's got a little chip kick. It's not a bad one. And it's not a bad play too. Just wait for him to come down with the kick. As our clock expires, but there shouldn't be too much time left on the game clock. It's 24 points to 16, an 8-point buffer. Might be all she wrote there for Northland. Brody Chung's going to take his time on this, as will all the other Coastline boys. It's Aotearangi Thompson there. There's Tiffany Thompson dropping one on there. It's Kupitsa. 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 He's just short there. A scoop from dummy half. And I think he might have called burrowing on that one.
Is he saying a penalty try the other end?
What is the call here? That's the interesting one. Grabbing the marker is what he's called. It's a good spot there. The explanation there to Jay Williams from
Chase.
And the Hooters gone. That'll be our last play here. If they're going to play some expensive footy, Kelly's still going. He's still going. He's up at Kupitsa. And they're just going to throw it out wide. It's a return serve on the Hooter. And he will cross on the Hooter. They never say die to Coastline, and they score when the Hooter's gone. Expensive play there for Gideon Lasaka. And it's 28 points to 16.
Well, he's made some good inroads here. How he got through a number of these tackles, I don't know. This offload. He's playing for the other team. And there we go, a nice little out ball, and he showed a ton of pace. Look at the speed. Humming on the sideline. What a way to finish the game.
It's a great end to the game for Coastline, and they'll be pleased with this win. Still got the kick to come to make it 30 points to 16. But they'll be happy nonetheless. 28 points to 16. Hooters gone. Kick still to come. The boys just geeing him on. And he's converting his own try as well.
Oh, yeah.
It's a strike and a half. He's got it off the crossbar and over. And look at the boys. They are happy with that one. What a finish to the game. It's 30 points to 16. Coastline prevail over Northland. Watch it again. It's spinning, spinning, spinning. It's got the legs, it's got the crossbar, and over.
It didn't even look like it was going to make it. Unbelievable. What a way to finish the game.
Yes, it is. 30 points to 16. Coastline prevail. I'm Daniel McKenzie. Good to have you in the commentary box with me, Richie. It's been a pleasure.
Good to be here, mate.
We'll see you next week for some exciting footy.